Hello everyone, welcome to Onyx Earth Tarot. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box below. So we're back with another pick a card reading. It is timeless and it is love based. So let's see who's your next crush, what's next in love. We're rolling with the fall season theme, specifically Halloween. So I'm going to just hop right into the pile selection for those of you that are visually impaired, or if you simply like to make your selection based on me verbally describing each piles, you can do so now. Pile 1 is an evil pumpkin and it says Halloween on the latte. And then pile 2 is a more friendly, approachable pumpkin with 5 dots on the latte. Pile 3 is also an evil pumpkin. Seems to have more of a growl than the first one, but you know, it's there. And then pile 3 is kind of like a burnt pumpkin. It's happy, it's very prominent, but it's very deeply rich. Like it's probably has a lot more spices on that latte than the other ones. So yeah, I'm gonna give you a moment to comfortably make your selection. And if you need more time, go ahead and pause the video. All right, pile 1, let's see who's your next crush, what's next in love for you. So the immediate message that I got as I stepped into your energy is kind of something about a rush, something about time, something about a lack of patience, whether you lack patience in a negative sense or just there seems to be a sense of urgency regarding something. And I guess we'll see more if it's specific to this. I also just channel messages in general for your energy, so it could be just you in general. Let me know in the comments which that is for you. But yeah, let me just hop right into seeing. All right, yeah, sense of urgency. The 2 cards just flipped out immediately, and then like I dropped them and all of the things because I'm like, it is what it is. All right, we've got pile 1 for you. Ace of Coins, right? So this talks about a new beginning on a material plane. So I don't know if maybe you're stepping into an era of actively dating just in general, but there definitely is a fresh start as it relates to just your next crush, what's next in love for you. It feels like new energy, someone that you don't know or don't know very well yet, right? Because that's just the nature of this. But it is something that is fruition, right? Because we talk about it being a crush, but this is definitely something that is likely to end up evolving into an actual connection with the Ace of Coins. Now, especially so, you've got coming together 1, 2 steps. You may be coming from previous readings where we talk about you being steps, right? Taking steps, something about steps. With these steps here, it feels like someone that's going to take the appropriate steps, whether it's like a traditional courtship or just taking it easy, taking it slow. Because again, the Ace of Coins is a beginning, right? It's very, very new, especially leading into that 2 of Elixirs. It's someone that's very intentional about a connection and establishing one with you, because 2 of Cups is all about love, love, love. At least when we ask love questions, this is one of the cards that you would most be happy to see for those of you that are not as familiar with tarot. So great energy immediately coming in for you, pile 1. All right, so let me get my 3rd card. We'll take the bottom. Tell me more about my pile number 1. All right, quick. It's very fast energy. So I will say, like when I say intentional and sure, the energy coming through for like your next crush, you may be caught off guard at having a crush so quickly, or just in general, you may be caught off guard by how quickly your next connection evolves, or just how quickly you find somebody, just because I get those vibes. You have the 10 of Blades, which is overwhelming energy. Now in a shadow sense, it talks about rock bottom, nowhere to go but up, which is kind of good, right? A fresh start, a new beginning in love, especially after this type of energy. I could very well see that for a lot of you here. But the 10 of Blades, blades are air energy. It talks about communication and being very active in that energy. So when we talk about the potential lighter aspect of this energy, it could be someone that wants to talk to you all the time, that has a lot to say, or just someone that is always talking, right? Energy. I actually meant to say interesting, but here we are, energy. So someone that's very energetic. The person that's coming in for you in love, then your next crush is going to be someone that is very much so energetic. And I love that for you. So maybe that's that sense of urgency that I was picking up on at the beginning. Yeah, the Page of Rods, very passionate energy. It's very youthful, right? Pages are associated with youth. Doesn't mean that this person is younger in any way. They just may have a younger spirit, a very youthful spirit, or they may work a lot with youth, right? A lot of endeavors associated with the youth. And then we talk about the rods being very fiery, passionate, creative energy. So it also is someone that's always on the go. And because my pages are often associated with not only youthfulness and childlike energy, sorry, I'm trying to like adjust this into frame. It's associated with messages, right? This is someone that's going to have a lot to say here, right? This is affirming that lighter aspect of this card of someone that is very active in their communication, that likes to communicate, that likes to move, possibly likes to travel. Like those are the types of things associated with the person that is coming in for you, Pile One. I love it. I love how active this is here. Now, this is also someone that is looking to have a fresh start in love, specifically something more grounded and stable, because Ten of Blades could also be their history as well. Someone that has, especially in the recent past, possibly had this Ten of Blades area, whether we're talking about that rock bottom being related to romance, or it could be anything on the material plane with this Ace of Coins. So it could be career, it could be just anything related to any area of their life. It could be health, all of the things. It just feels like someone has really struggled historically, regardless of recent past or just overall, and they'll be very energized and inspired and excited in their pursuit of you. What's interesting is we don't have any major arcana here, which means that I'm not getting a lot of astrological placements. So maybe this is a popular pile, or, you know, spirits being giving what we need for this pile and not anything more. But I will be pulling right now from these astrology based oracle decks. So let's check it out. Tell me more about my pile one. What's coming in love for them? What's next in love? Who is their next crush? Tell me about it. I will say, for those of you that are often asking, if you selected this pile, it feels, I guess I want that because it was, yeah, I guess I want that one. I didn't mean to take it, but we will take it in a second. This is brand new energy. Like, I do not see where this is attachments. I do not see where this is established connections. Does not mean that you're not here. It just means it's not the dominant energy. So those of you that are certain that this is your pile and you're just trying to see where your connection is headed, if it is already new, I could see you guys kind of potentially being a little challenged as you get to know each other, since the square just hit here, right? Like a little bit of a challenge, but also it just feels like it's not grounded yet. Okay, so sit tight. Let the stage that you're at be the stage that you're at, because it does not feel grounded yet. Like, let it stabilize or let it go, however you want to proceed. But this is not a stable anything. This is brand new, active and engaging energy that's looking for a place to take root, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm getting for those of you in connections. Still feels new. So long-term connections could be very much so that at Ten of Blades is overwhelming, possibly an ending, right? And then you stepping into a brand new beginning. I definitely see that for my long terms. I hate being that way. And it may seem like I'm like kind of being a little more hard on my long-term connections. I don't mean to be, but the way that the energy of this pile is, pages are children, right? Children are young. They're new to the world. You have the Ace of Coins. It just feels very fresh. So if you're stable and you're looking to see how your connection is going to evolve, and it's been some time, I'm getting a brand new energy. So if it's not resonating, pick another pile. But again, my brand news, my early stages, it hasn't taken root yet. This is incoming energy. So the square here talks about a challenging situation and a mountain to climb. So what's next in love? If you are already feeling like you're in that square energy, right? Potentially Ten of Blades, and it's feeling like once you get over that hump, once you reach the peak, that's when you'll really step into that energy of your next crush, what's next in love for you. And it will be out of nowhere, you'll get like a spark of energy, right? And you'll be really inspired by this person and vice versa. Okay. Like it'll be a very interesting spark, like immediate energy. Like it's like it feels like all of a sudden you have energy, all of a sudden this person has energy. That's what I'm kind of getting for this pile. So it's interesting, and I'm not quite sure how to take the energy. I'm really trying to make sure I'm interpreting it appropriately, because the major theme here for what's next in love with you, pile one, is energized, energetic. Exactly, makes sense. Okay. Challenge feels possibly competitive, right? Like this square does not seem like opposition, right? You'd have gotten that opposition card. Square seems like challenging in terms of activity, in terms of growth, in terms of development, in terms of evolution, right? So squares are not bad, right? They keep things interesting, right? That's what it kind of feels like not boring, especially with this house five energy, right? House five, that's Leo solar energy, passion, play, children, confidence, and creativity. It's very active, fiery energy, and it talks about joy and pleasure and just doing things that are fun. There's a very active energy here. That's what I'm getting. So I feel like all of this energy that is coming through with you and your next crush, what's next in love for you, Pile One, is that Page of Rods, spirit of fun, adventure, and childlike nature, right? That's what you're getting. So let me see what's at the bottom, right? Challenging in a good way, right? Challenging in a healthy way, Sagittarius. All right, so you do have the Page of Rods as a personality-esque energy, and so with that as your overview, you've got more fire here, more fire here, so could definitely be a fire sign, specifically Leo, specifically Sagittarius, but does not have to be. This is just the energy embodying what's next in love for you, and it's very beautiful regardless of placements, because again, the house of joy and pleasure, challenging in a good way, competitive in a good healthy space, right? Entertainment, enjoyment. Sagittarius rules learning, evolving, traveling, adventures, new cultures, all of those things. The card does say optimism, exploration, and freedom. So this is going to be a very liberating period of life for you, Pile One. I love, love, love how exciting this pile seems to be. So if you've been in a rut, especially if you've been in that Ten of Blades, or your person that is incoming has been in that energy, this will be the much needed fresh start for one or the both of you in like the best way. So I'm really excited for you, Pile One. Let me see what's next. Tell me more about my pile one. It's funny, I just split and look what's here. Luck is on your side, new moon and Sagittarius. So I'm not gonna lie, those of you watching this in real time, like you often do, Sagittarius season may be something that is a timeline for you. You got it twice, right? Here, and you do have the new moon, which actually is obviously Sagittarius season. But you're gonna feel very, very lucky, right? So I forgot to mention, as I shuffle and move on, the ninth house is the house of Sagittarius, of expansion, of learning, higher learning, spirituality, and we talked about growth and development, but it also is ruled by the planet of Jupiter, which is expansion, growing, just evolving, things in abundance. So your next love connection is going to be a very abundant one. You're going to feel very, very lucky. You may even feel lucky just in terms of not only love with the Two of Cups, but lucky in terms of the Ace of Coins, like anything dealing with the material plane, all of your joy, your pleasure, your happiness. It's funny because with the Ten of Blades here, whatever area of life that Ten of Blades has happened for the person that is coming in for you, or you, again, could be both, right? It's going to be like, wow, that was actually a lucky, like some of you is going to be like a blessing in disguise. It doesn't have to be romantic in nature, right? Whatever that rock bottom was, or the Ten of Blades, right? Ten of Swords is like 10 blades literally down, like backstab, betrayal, also just poor health, right? Unfortunate circumstances, all of the things that just kind of you couldn't control that maybe put you flat on your face. Those are the types of themes I'm talking about. But it feels like when you encounter this person, you, them, both of you are going to be like, okay, I understand those hardships, right? Because it led you here. This is a great pile. I love this pile for you. I'll take this because it like flipped, but you do have South Node. Don't let your past hold you back. This is brand new energy, guys. If you are connected currently, I don't know either this is not your pile, but if you were very honest in your selection, it tells me if you're attached, if you're connected, that maybe this is incoming energy of that 10 of blades that will, because I didn't ask a specific timeline. I don't look beyond like a year, because I just, energy is just too long. But within the next year, maybe this will be shifting and you'll be stepping into a brand new space if you're honest about the pile you selected, right? Those of you that are attached, connected in any way. Now, my brand news, you're excited. You're like, yes, thank you. No attachments. Y'all going to be in the comments so excited, because it truly is that, right? And it says, don't let your past hold back. Now, I will say, those of you with any trauma or attachments that are still lingering from previous connections, previous situations, past lives, if you believe in that, or ancestral trauma, all of those things, right? When we talk about energy healing, Reiki, and all of those things, just make sure that you do those things, because I could see that being a blockage, or has been a blockage in this energy coming in, because it's coming in, but you're being warned not to let the past hold you back. You're also being warned, I can very clearly see someone coming back. So this expansive energy, let's talk about it. It talks about an overload of energy, right? For better, for worse, right? Because when we say abundance, abundance is in excess of something, a lot of something, right? It could potentially be overindulgence with this Jupiter energy. Some of you may have a lot of suitors, right? I do see one key suitor that you're actually going to be engaging, and that you're actually going to like want to pursue or be pursued by. But I do see a lot of people. I actually see maybe one specific person from your past actually trying to come back, and you're being warned to not let that stop you from your pursuit of moving beyond whatever. Okay, so let me pull one more from this deck. I'll take the bottom. Tell me more about what's next in love for my pile number ones. What's their next crush? I'll take both of those, because it's like a lot. Yeah, for sure. I'm not gonna lie. Let me see. I gotta make space for all these cards now. I like it. I like it. I'm realizing why so many of you here, even though I'm talking about how brand new this is, I'm giving a lecture to some of you, specifically people that may have attachments or connections, not those of you that are just here in the wrong pile. Those of you, and then the Fool card is actually trying to slip out right there. Those of you where you're just you have attachments to clear, or you have a fresh start coming, a potential for something new that Spirit is like, don't fumble it here with, don't let your past hold you back, because you have your commitment is being tested first quarter moon, and then you also have adjustments are required third quarter moon. And the energy I'm getting, those of you where it's super early, like super early. I'm not talking, like, it's relative. You know what I mean? What is your intuition telling you? Use your discernment with these readings, because they are general, they are public. Sorry, that was bothering me. But because this is a general reading, you're going to have to find yourself, because everything is relative and it's based on your personal experience. So if you feel like your connection is early, right? If you feel like it's early stage, then, and you truly resonate with that as I say it, Spirit is saying that what's next in love for you is an evolution for it. There may be a bit of a hiccup, there may be a bit of a hump, but if you can push through, right? If you can not let trauma and past experiences define this connection, then you will be able to adjust, adapt, and proceed, because connections are all about compromise anyway, right? Like, you can't coexist with another person without some level of healthy compromise, right? Now, like, don't compromise your entire being and identity, but you will have to compromise on some level. So that's what Spirit is saying for those of you that are in new connections, that are, you're trying to see, okay, am I going to stick it out with this person? Am I going to see what's going on? Like, yes, you have that potential, but you also have free will. Now, those of you where we talk about those attachments, don't let your past hold you back. You may have to adjust, right? You may have to adjust, whether it's for yourself, with someone else, all of the things. But I do see attachments. There is some sort of a test of a commitment and adjustments that will need to be made, for better, for worse. Now, my brand new people, I think it's funny, because what's happening is you will get that clarity, you and or this person that's coming in, because I talk about that 10 of blades being like very, very hard energy, and you being tested. It's kind of Spirit saying you're being tested to see if you're ready to connect on this level. Okay, you're ready for this type of life, because I get a huge upgrade in lifestyle for a lot of you, on both sides with the two of elixirs. So like something about the way you engage this person and this person engages you will be a huge upgrade in lifestyle for the better with joy and pleasure here. All right, and releasing the past, very healing energy. But I also see that the commitment's going to be tested and you'll have to adjust. So I don't know what that resistance is. It could be external factors. But I do get a slight hiccup, right? So let me just see what's at the bottom. Let me see what's at the bottom. And I have 3 more decks I'm going to pull from. Believe in the impossible, blue moon. So here is the weird thing about this pile. And I was getting some really weird, bizarre energy from this pile. So what's next in love for you is something that you would have not seen coming. And I say that a lot in my readings, but I truly don't think you'll see it coming. It's the most random thing in the best way. It feels like hitting the romantic jackpot. And I don't know why. So my pile 1 looks like you're going to hit the romantic jackpot soon. It's like hitting the lottery, but like with a person, right? And I don't mean it from necessarily a material sense. I just mean it from like, because we have all of this spiritual evolution, growth and learning and growing and all of this joy and pleasure, like literally things that actually matter in a connection, like the aspects of a connection that matter, you getting all of those intangibles, but also like, you, I guess because you'll be in such a healthy space, this person will be in such a healthy space, it will help you and them find your inspiration, your creativity to build more. Like that's what I get, right? Because South Node not letting your past hold you back feels like stepping into your North Node. Like, okay, first quarter moon of it, third quarter moon of it. Like you're almost there. You have to make adjustments and you're on path to becoming who you're meant to be. All right, that's what I'm getting. But it does feel like literally your dream person. And be very careful with getting excited about me saying that, because South Node, don't let your past hold you back. It will be someone you're very comfortable with in some ways, but it is also going to be someone that's going to challenge you in all of the ways that you need to be challenged to grow, to evolve, right? So it will be your dream person, but it won't be from your completely conscious mind version of that, right? Like all of the things you may have listed, it will be what you actually need in a partner, as well as what you like in a partner. So you may not care for those what you need aspects. I'm not gonna lie, at least not early stages. Maybe that's the hiccup, is there will be some character traits in this individual meant to challenge you, meant to evolve you, meant to push you on path and help you grow. But once you adapt and compromise in a healthy sense, then you will truly see the beauty of how rare this blue moon connection actually is, right? Believe in the impossible. It's going to feel like, wow, I can't believe this happened. That's what's next in love for you. So let me see what's going on. Let me see. I'm going to close it out. I do have 3 more piles. Tell me more about what's next in love for my pile number 1. Like, who is their next crush? Someone very fun, someone that loves adventure, right? Someone that has a thirst for knowledge in one way or another. Someone that has I see a lot of hobbies here, right? Sagittarius is a very expansive energy, and house 5 is things that make us happy, things we do that bring us joy. So with Sagittarius and Leo, it feels like someone that has a lot of hobbies, lots of things that they like. Page of Rods actually talks about that. That's interesting. So let me see. And with square, it may be hobbies and things that bring them joy that kind of like not contradict, but it may be like, okay, so you're interested in this, but you're also interested in this too, and they don't correlate at all. That's funny. I'm getting that. For some of you. So very interesting person. And I feel like some of you, I'm actually reading your energy in that sense. And the reason why is because this person will mirror you in that way. Now, I'm not saying the hobbies and all of the weird eclectic tastes that you have will be mirrored identical, like in an identical sense. I actually get the opposite. So some of the, like, you may have some crossover. So let's use math as an example. Maybe math is a hobby. If you have 5 hobbies, this person has 5 hobbies. Maybe you'll share 2, right? And the other 3 you do. This person's like, that's weird, but I'm gonna like, let me just see. And same with you, right? I'm getting that. So let's see. Tell me more about what my next crush is for my pile 1s. Tell me about pile 1's next crush and what's next in love for them. What can you share with us about my pile 1's next crush? 3. Very sure, very assertive, very certain. So these are three very clear. Why? What? So I don't even know how that happened. Oh my gosh, I have reversals in this deck. I do not read that like that, but I'm not gonna judge it. Like, I guess we're taking it now, but what's the blockage? Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. All right. Reverse, it talks about either this person is not religious in any sense, or religion will not be an issue for you in this coupling, or you'll agree to disagree on religion, or there will be some kind of blockage regarding religion. Could be any of the things. Some of you are like, that's not helpful. Very soon, we've got clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So some of you, it's not going to be as quickly as you would like. Suck it up. Look at me. Past life relationship. You have known each other before in reverse. Okay, I got a lot. And let me tell you why. Blockages. Some of you, I mentioned clearing blockages. And I don't always talk about like energy healing, Reiki healing, all of the things in these readings, but some of you need to clear, purge someone out of your energy for sure. Because it seems to be a blockage. Religious factors very soon. Past life relationship. Upright would be a good thing, but in a negative sense, it's a bad, in a reversal, it's a bad thing, right? Like a religious factor is something spiritual, religious. Very soon is something slowed down, right? So blockage spiritually, blockage in terms of time, and then you've got a past life in reverse, which is also a blockage. So clear whatever past energies you have regarding any of your relationships. I do not mean just romantically. I mean, like, it could be your family, it could be friendship based. Like, a lot of you have blockages that you don't even realize you have blockages regarding, because sometimes you just associate it with romance, and I don't believe that's the case for a lot of you. It's more than that. Some of you, it is ancestral, it's with your family, it is just past childhood. We do have that page of rods from your childhood. Clear those blockages, okay? Because you don't want that to be a barrier. That's the adjustment, right? That's the test, is clearing those blockages. That's the shadow side of the pile, is will you allow your past, your history, your energetic attachments, blockages, and areas where you need healing to prevent you from truly seeing the rare opportunity, the blessing that this connection is, okay? That's what I'm saying. Now, especially those of you where I mentioned like people from your past, especially if you've already been seeing that, any type of romantic or connections overall resurfacing is a call to you, for you to close the cycle. All right, that's really what it's all about, is you closing that cycle, closing those contracts so that you can open up new ones. Okay, that's really what it's all about. Okay, that's why that's happening, or will happen when it happens. And some of you may have a specific contract with someone romantically. This person will definitely come back. They will try to come back. It may not be necessarily very soon. One of the things I forgot to mention is that I read past, present, and incoming energy. So some of you, if it's been quite some time, like years, you may get some very soon, means resurfacing after years. Some of you, this person may come back in years once you really get established in this next connection, right? And that may be the challenges, kind of an ex in the way, or a previous attachment kind of in the way and challenging. Okay, so just be cognizant of the energy, your energy, and what's coming, because you're being very clearly told, like, do not let your past hold you back. Past life relationship in reverse, right? Especially after some time, okay? So I'm just making sure you get that clear message, because it's more than one person that maybe you're attached to or have a crush on, or that may be coming in for love, right? Because I said what's next in love for you, not necessarily who is specifically next. So like, what's next in love may be multiple people trying to get at you, specifically someone that you should not be engaging, okay? At the bottom, you have keep an open mind. Don't revert back to your comfort zone out of fear of what's new. right? Sagittarius is new energy. It is difference of possibly culture and all of the things. So keep an open mind, right? Don't cling to what's familiar, especially those of you that date a specific type romantically. Do not cling what is familiar. Okay, that's a blockage, because what's happening is you're repeating cycles with that same person in different bodies, right? And if you clear that out, you won't have to worry about it. But you have to clear that out. That's what I'm getting. And your pile got really serious, even because you have something very, very beautiful, like you're on the brink of. And spirit wants to make sure you don't like self-sabotage. But yeah, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations, okay? Very different from what you're used to. All right? So let's see. Tell me more. Tell me more about my pile number 1. What's next in love? I'll take this one. Vivid dreams. Pay attention to your dreams right now. That's going to be healing and help you clear this energy as well. Because I'm getting that you may be having a lot of vivid dreams, whether it's of someone specific romantically, past or incoming, or just healing that you need to do. Like your dreams are really helping you right now, right? It says pay attention to your dreams. As the connection deepens, your dreams become more pronounced and full of answers. Once you find your next crush, right? Again, past, present, incoming energy, you'll begin to have very, very vivid dreams that feel like you're clearing energy, like you're healing, right? Because of blockages, right? Possibly of past lives, possibly of all kinds of things, all of the stuff. Okay, that's what I'm getting. So let me pull another one, and I'll take the bottom. Tell me more about my pile 1. Who's my pile 1's next crush? What is next in love for them? I will take all of this. Okay, so let me just let it happen how it happens. Maybe that's something you need, because I'm like saying that on the table with this. Maybe you need to let it happen how it happens, okay? Especially those of you that watch a lot of these love readings, please stop doing that. It's actually creating a blockage. So you have safe place. There's nothing like being able to let your guard down and know that you're protected by your partner's love. So it will be a safe space, safe place, and energy coming in because of how it came as incoming. It is incoming, but I don't know. It's giving a sense of safety that you may not be used to. So that may be what triggers all of the healing and the clearing of attachments. Is you'll feel very safe for the first time in a long time, if not ever, for some of you. And this person is going to make you feel so safe that your body's kind of may go into like a purge mode, like a high alert mode of, oh my gosh, I've never felt this safe. Let me clear energy. So it maybe feel a little traumatic, chaotic initially. Okay. That may be those hiccups I was talking about, like the trauma surfacing from, because what you like, think of it some way. Like when you injure yourself, right? If you hurt yourself physically and you ignore it and you like overlook it and like it takes time to heal, right? Well, what happens is when you finally stop and slow down, you start to feel all of that pain. You start to feel all of those like traumas, that sickness, that injury. And it's not because you're even more sick or more hurt. It's because now your attention is really focused on it. Like you can really feel it, like, oh, I've been ignoring this thing that's hurting me. And you're able to really take the space to heal it, right? That's really what I'm getting. So vivid dreams is what was initially here. So by me moving these cards unconsciously as I'm just talking to you, I put safe place first. Vivid dreams may come again once you encounter this crush. Like once the crush is initiated, or once you meet this person or start engaging them, right? You'll have that, right? And then you have quality time. Quality time means putting away the phone and clearing your brain of anything distracting, so your person is your number one focus, okay? And then you got slow down. I got through talking about slow down. I saw it, but I wasn't really thinking about it and correlating with the analogy I was just using. But it does say just because we want something so bad doesn't mean we have to rush into it. Take the time to talk with your partner or self-reflect on what is best. So this will be a connection, fast-paced, very exciting, but slow in terms of growth, right? Because growth takes time. Now, it feels like while you'll be very excited, having a lot of fun, a lot of joy, a lot of pleasure, a lot of growth, possibly travel, it will be slow. So it'll be I don't know, something about taking it easy. So you'll have a lot of fun, but like maybe you'll travel for like leisure. Like you won't necessarily like be traveling for activities. You'll be traveling for rest, right? Like to yeah, the energy power one right now is very active, very fast moving. Like I said, there's a lot of leisure, there's a lot of slow paced energy, but it feels like that energy is conscious because now your power is like really loud, which I was getting that at the beginning, but like the energy just came in rushing in just now. It just got really loud. So maybe this safe place, this dreaming, quality time, slowing down really is an isolation energy for you and your partner because like as this person comes in, like it feels like a conscious effort, like having to consciously make space for leisure and like quality time. Like maybe you're busy, they're busy. I mentioned you kind of being personality types that like juggle a lot of things, like have a lot going on, always some type of excitement or adventure. If you're both like that, then having that conscious effort to make sure that you're creating safe spaces for one another definitely makes sense. And hot like fire, I'm not going to develop this energy that's at the bottom, but it does say deeper intimacy. Deeper intimacy is internal as well as external. So it does say the feelings of emotional closeness and love allow you to feel safe. There's that safety, desired, and more connected to your partner. So there's a lot of safety elements here. Like this person may make you feel safe. Safety may be like a theme related to like your career, this person's career, just because we have it twice, but it also feels like just a closeness, very touchy feely with a safe place and quality time. And then even vivid dreams again, bedtime, right? So again, there's a level of sensual energy I'm not going to develop because it's not an 18 plus reading. But it's here, right? Very, very passionate, especially with that page of rods. It's a passionate connection, very, very fulfilling in that sense. But deeper intimacy talks about getting to know someone on a deepest level that you ever thought you could, right? Like this person will connect with you on a level maybe they never realized they could, as well as you. And that's really what I'm getting. It'll be a very, very deep connection. Okay. So let me close it out with these final cards. Tell me more about what's next in love for my pile number one. I'm not gonna lie. The only things I can tell you about the situations, I'm getting a timeline. Those of you in real time, Sagittarius season will be prominent, whether it's evolution, whether it's meeting, something about Sagittarius season specifically, or that could be your or this person's placements. That's a hint, as well as the moon cycles. It could be the new moon that I mentioned that. It could be a blue moon or one of the key quarters could be relevant. But what I'm really getting is that spirit wants you to be prepared for this connection and the energy that is coming in with it. That's really what it seems like, a preparation. So it actually may be coming in sooner than you think, even though very soon is in a reverse. I think it was more so for a blockage, but it just seems like it's coming faster than you may necessarily be prepared for. Right? And so spirit wants you to be ready. Okay? Because I'm not getting situations like maybe you'll meet this person traveling, studying something. I'm not getting, you know what I mean? Like I'm trying to find the situations where you could, but outside of those key Sagittarius based themes, ninth house based themes, I'm not sure what else to tell you in terms of how you'll meet this person, who this person is. I feel like there may be some gems dropped throughout here because I channel messages and don't always realize what I'm saying. And people are like, oh my gosh, that made so much sense in hindsight, but look at that. Exactly. True love. It will be a true love. Swans, right? Swans mate for life. Okay, they definitely do. I'll take one more and I'll take the bottom and close this out for you. Just know that it is true love. And I do think it's coming in faster than you think. I just think you need to make sure you're actively clearing blockages, actively working on yourself and your progression, because it feels like there's a lot of evolution you still need, as we all do. And just be open and cognizant of yourself and the way you interact with other people so that you don't self-sabotage the connection, okay? And be cognizant of other people kind of, not consciously so, but potentially throwing you off your path and things that you may be wanting to step into, past energy, right? Real deal and no. Okay. I'm going to clarify that no. I feel like with me saying real deal and no, when it came out, I was talking about people pushing you off your path. Some of you do have attachments. I think it was very prominent here for me to say this is brand new energy. So I think some of you really needed to hear that because sometimes your attachments to the past and past versions of yourself and other people make you think, oh, this is fate, when certain situations and people come back after some time. I think for your pile specifically, spirit is like real deal no. Okay, so let me pull one more to clarify the no. Can we please get a message to clarify the no for my pile number one? And then we'll take the bottom and close it out. What does pile one need to know about what's next in love for them and their next crush? Tell me. Wow, 3. Something about the number 3. Coming together, distance, connection. What is that? So no. Coming together, distance, connection. Ooh, okay. I see it. Okay, so the no. This is brand new energy, pile one. Pile one. Brand new energy. You don't have to listen to me. You don't have to listen to spirit. Brand new energy. Coming together, connection, straddling distance. It's saying coming together with someone new. Well, coming together with someone and then distance and then connecting again is a no. That's what I got. And then I've also got coming together with someone, right? Ooh, I just got another one. I'll come back to this one because I won't forget it, but I don't want to forget the one that just hit me. See how this black, white, and gold together is one connection, right? It feels like a coming together. Like this feels like one coupling and this feels like another one. So it's like this is a coupling, right? Coming together, and a separation. Like a separation of this coupling so that this coupling can happen, right, in this shadow. So those of you with special attachments, it may very well be that whatever attachment ends so that the incoming one can come in. And I think I touched on that at the beginning. If you're truly for your right pile, talks about an ending of something major, potentially long term, so that this brand new rare opportunity can step in. Now, without acknowledging this message here, I'm seeing same instance, but I just didn't tie in these two connecting as a distinct separation first before a new connection comes in. I feel like this is a connection, right? What's next and left for a lot of you here, because this was the dominant energy, you'll meet someone, right? You'll meet someone, right? You'll connect with someone. And then distance is someone historically, like from the past, coming in to reconnect when this begins. Like, oh no, I'm gonna lose pile one. Okay, because like something about this person, something about you two together is amazing. I don't know, like it just feels like an amazing coupling. Like I would want to be couple friends with you guys. Okay, I would, because it feels like this connection, right, is great. But because of that, like sometimes people from your past is like, what? Well, whoa, pile one is like really moving on with somebody like of quality, and like I don't want to see that. Not ill will or negative intent, but just not wanting to be left behind. Like we all have our traumas. I can see other people. Where was that? There was a card that made me feel like other adjustments, your commitments being tested right here, right? And these cards landed on that, right? I'm gonna mess up the table. We're closing it out soon. It's fine. But your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon, early stages of your connection, or early stages of it being like a real connection, committed connection that people know about. I feel like it's going to be a thing where people are like, oh wait, well, pile one, like what do you mean pile one's moving on, or your person, right? Because it doesn't have to be your energy. It could be your person having people coming back from the past like, well, what's going on? Like you're with somebody seriously, or you know what I mean? Especially if you and or this person have a very exciting personality where you're just kind of like here, there, everywhere, right? That's just what I'm getting, okay? So just let the attachments go. That's the dominant energy. Let me close this out with the back because this is a little longer than I want it to be. Yeah, attraction. So attraction, for better for worse, attraction is good because you're attracting in something amazing with someone, but it also feels like by nature of the connection, you may attract a lot of pests. I don't mean to refer to people as such. It's not the people specifically so much as it's the energetic attachments that are like, what's going on with pile one? What's going on with this person, right? Because I could see that and clearing those attachments, so that you and this rare opportunity can proceed. Okay, so I'm gonna close it out for you right now, pile one. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching. All right, pile two. So let me see, what's your next crush? What's next in love? I feel very assertive, very adamant. Maybe that's this person's personality. Maybe that's your personality. Maybe you're just in an energy of, this is what I want. This is what I'm gonna get. Like, I don't know. I just feel very assertive stepping into this pile, and I don't know why. So tell me in the comments if that's you, or you know what, maybe that's your type. Let me see. Let me see. Something is just very assertive here. So tell me about my pile two. You may be a bit giddy. This may be someone that makes you giddy. This may be someone that gets you excited, only because, like, I don't know why I'm stepping into the energy. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I was a little tired. I wasn't really feeling like doing these readings, but you know, I'm taking one for the team and I'm doing this reading right now. But pile two, I just got a burst of energy for absolutely no reason. So let me just see. Tell me about what's next in love for my pile twos. What's your next crush? There was a card that it hesitated. Some of you may hesitate. Some of you, this person may hesitate initially. But let me see. Tell me more about my pile number two's next crush. We have two crushes, two people. I think I'm done, y'all. Ooh, because there's a card here that wants to speak. I'm going to let it speak and take the bottom in a second. We've got the 7 of coins, a harvest. So I've been talking about harvests a lot in my readings. It is fall, one of my favorites. It is my favorite season. So like 7 of Pentacles talks about a harvest after a long duration, after hard work, after planting seeds and nurturing the garden, and then finally being able to harvest those plants. So it could be a very long time coming. Maybe that's why you're so excited. Maybe that's why you're so assertive, right? Like very clear on what you want. This will be someone that is very clear about what they want. And also someone that is, this will be someone with seasoned, right? This one may be someone more mature than you. I get that because 7 of coins talks about, again, like seasonal energy. It is someone that's been around the block, someone that really has had time to plant seeds and nurture and grow and develop them, right? Could be someone with children, may or not, blah 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 may or may not be. Some of you are like, don't you dare say that. That's on the list. No kids. I don't know that I've ever stumbled on my words like that. So some of you are like, close your mouth, Onyx, right now. I do not do children. So I'm sorry for those of you that don't do children. Like maybe that's not your harvest. This person definitely has had time to plant those types of seeds though, because this is a mature, grown energy. Okay, I will. And this is likely someone with some type of material success, because pentacles, coins are material success. Someone that is harvested, but not just because it's come to them naturally, right? This is someone that has taken the time, someone that has learned the lessons, developed, made errors, like trial and error, made mistakes, and finally reached a point, or is reaching a point of seeing that harvest for all of this groundwork they've been doing over years, right? Because pentacles kind of symbolize years as well, right? Grown, seasoned energy. Loving that for you. And I don't know that I've ever gotten that kind of a read from that card before. So it's serious, okay? You got the 10 of Rods, maxed out energy. That's actually mature energy when we talk about it, right? Because 10 of Rods talks about overexerting, overextending in a shadow sense, right? Maxed out energy, can't go any further. So with this harvest, as in it's time to collect what's being harvested, as well as the can't go any further, you might be reaching a point, or this person may be reaching a point of being over something or someone or some stuff, like life, right? Like reaching a point where it is what it is. Like I'm not gonna be What am I looking to say here? It's a loud, energetic energy. It's really fed up. Like, you may be fed up, this person may be fed up. Like, this is a fed up energy. Okay. This also may, I don't know why. I don't know why. Some of you, I feel, because of this harvest and this ten of rods, it feels like someone that may actually be overwhelmed with success. It's very interesting that that's an energy, right? Because seven of coins is a harvest. It's like, I've gotten everything I've wanted, everything I've worked towards, but it's beginning to consume me. It's a lot, right? The ten of rods, like overextending, too much. Like, we talk about abundance, but I mention a lot on my readings like access. It feels like someone that has access and is trying to simmer that down. Okay, and it could be you, right, as you step into this energy, right? So let's see what this card is. Emperor. Ooh, yeah, exactly. Definitely. You may be the I say pile, you may be the channeled collective message from the short. So this is Aries energy, especially with the ten of rods. Doesn't have to be a person with Aries placements, but very clearly a cardinal initiator, a builder, someone that knows how to plant seeds, how to get things going, how to build longevity. And when we say that, I mean just in terms of their life as well as their connections, right? Someone that knows how to build things that are stable and things that will last. That's what I'm getting from this person. The Emperor's first house of self, identity, very confident and self-assured. This may be a hyper independent person, hence that ten of rods. This person may be overwhelmed and overly consumed with their self right now, or at the stage in which they're coming in for you, because this feels like I'm not gonna lie, a bit of a lonely energy, because traditionally the seven of coins is it's an individual that is harvesting those crops. So you got all of this stuff, right? You got all of these things, these accomplishments, this accolades and whatnot, and it's overwhelming because it's just you, because first house is your self, house of self, right? That's what Aries energy is. It also could be someone that has a lot of competition or in their life, a lot of combative energy. Could be someone with a slight mean streak. Not saying it's aggressively so, but ten of rods and the Emperor feels like a conquering energy. Someone that has to battle, has to kind of fight, right? For better, for worse. And that's kind of the person coming in. You very loudly, like, your person's energy is so loud. The person you're going to have a crush on, the person that is coming in for love with you, Pautu, that immediately I got their personality, immediately I got their life. Like, this could be you, right? This could be you. But even if it is, I'm not gonna lie, this feels like the person, like, who is coming in for my pile twos, right? That's what we asked. Strong dominant energy, very strong masculine, doesn't have to be gender specific. This is just a person that knows how to initiate, be active, how to fight, how to build, how to nurture, right? Like, take what is theirs, take what they feel is theirs, what they feel owed, all of those things. Okay. I've got, yeah, look at that Chariot energy, right? The Chariot is kind of a conquest as well, right? Could be someone with a bit of a history of a reputation, not gonna lie, could be. In some senses, I do get that a little bit, but the two major arcanas on the table as personalities, you got the Emperor and you got the Chariot, which is kind of like a maximized knight energy in terms of design traditionally, right? It's a horseman, right? Whereas the knights are also horsemen. So it's ruled by Cancer, right? Nurturing energy, maternal energy, home, ancestral energy, more more energy associated with the deeper aspects of yourself, all of the things that build you up and make you an individual, right? Your roots, your culture, again, your ancestry, right? Your bloodline. Those are the things, right? Someone with a heavy ancestral presence, regardless of if they're spiritual or not, there's a heavy presence in general. Like, this is a person with a very strong, powerful, overwhelming, possibly dominating aura. Like, people see this person even before they're coming. Like, there's something about this person's energy, they stand out, right? It's loud, regardless of their personality type. Okay. But yeah, this is going to be someone that's deeply emotional and deeply active based on their emotions, right? The Chariot is Cancer energy. It is moon, right? It's lunar energy. Lunar energy is our emotions and how we feel. And this will be someone that feels very intensely, very passionately. Okay. So let me pull from these astrology-based oracle decks. Let me more. So far we've got Aries, we've got Cancer, Ironically enough, those are two cardinal signs. So this person will be cardinal in nature, or the cardinal season. The cardinal energy will be very relevant to you. So it could be you may meet or interact with this person during a cardinal season, or just at the beginning of a season, because same thing, right? Because I don't want to confuse those of you that are not as familiar with like the astrology lingo. So cardinal signs, they begin seasons. So you may meet this person at the beginning of any season, right? These are timeless messages. So that would be Aries season, that would be Libra season, that would be Cancer season, and that would be Capricorn season. Okay. So that I'm giving you guys all kinds of timelines now. Look at me. Look at you. I love it. So let's talk about it. Let me see. Tell me more about what's next and left for my pile number 2. Let's talk about my pile number 2's next crush. You like the aggressive type, pile 2. I'm calling you out. Ooh, look at me. You do. I'm not gonna lie. I'm knocking the camera. Like, look, that's you. That's what you get. Very active, right? Let me see. Tell me more about my pile 2's, please. All right, trine. Okay, we got a little pyramid, triangle action, delta. Okay, angelic support, harmony, and perfect flow. Okay. There's an ancestral presence here I was getting. This is going to feel very divinely orchestrated. This is my spiritual pile. I guess, again, the Emperor is technically divine masculine energy, right? Technically. But this trine talks about support. This is going to be someone that matches your energy so well. It's going to be scary. Like, you're going to be like, something has to be wrong with this person because there's no way we're that compatible. It's not going to feel right. Like, you're going to be like, no, I'm calling it. Something's off, right? You're going to be like, something about it is not going to feel right because it's going to feel too harmonious. Like, got to be the eye before storm, right? When does the hurricane hit, right? Especially with the Ten of Rods. I think that's funny, because that's just the energy and how it's coming in. Very supported, but the way you meet will feel faded. I'll give you that much, right? The way you encounter this person is going to be very loud and faded. So tell me more. Tell me more about what's going on with my pile 2's. What's next and left for them? What's their next crush? Get another card. There we go. I'll take the bottom after this. This is a very active person, right? Mars. Move forward, defend self. What's next and left for you? Very active, very aggressive. If you have other suitors, which I could see with the 7 of coins, like a harvest, like you may step into a period of harvest where you have a lot of options romantically. This person is the emperor. It does not matter. They do not care, right? Like, they are in it to win it. And I could see this person being the one that really stands out the most to you, because something about this person, they are loud, okay? In a best way, like in an aggressively harmonious way, right? Like, they'll know exactly what to do, exactly what to say, exactly how to pursue you. And I could see you being very skeptical, because who's that perfect, right? But it's not that this person's perfect. They're just aligned energetically, angelic support, with you, right? So, like, it seems like they're perfect. They're not, right? It's because, like, for example, if this person probably could pursue someone else, and this other person would not like this person's energy or their style, so it would not feel as harmonious with you. It works because you two are aligned at the point in which this happens, right? So it feels too good to be true. It feels perfect, but it's just that you two are an energetic match at that point when this happens, okay? And if it doesn't feel like that, then that's not the person I'm talking about, somebody else. and you have to just sit it out until this person comes in. But very much dominant Martian energy. It really is divine masculine energy. I'm not going to lie. I'd be very surprised if people not attracted to divine masculine energy or masculine energy at all would be drawn to this pile. Okay. If not, like, then maybe that chariot, that Cancer, maternal, nurturing energy is very loud in this individual, like loud enough. Like, some people are very dominant, conquering in terms of material matters, but they're very soft and gentle in terms of emotions and whatnot. And maybe that's really what it is. And maybe it's the trine energy of knowing when to be both, right? When to be soft, emotional, and gentle, and knowing when to be very active and aggressive. I could see that. Okay, but again, lots of Aries energy, lots of cardinal energy here. This will be someone very defensive and protective about you. Like, this is going to be somebody that just does not play about pile two. Like, they will max out over pile two. Lots of protector energy. Like, even if this is a feminine, female, whatever word you want to use, this is not a gender specific pile. This person is still does not play about the people they care about and the people they love, because the Chariot is, again, Cancer energy of home, family, your loved ones. This person will go to war for the people they love and care about. Doesn't matter if their gender, they will literally fight. Okay, so that's this person's character trait. House 11, friends, like-minded groups, and humanitarian beliefs. This person does fight for the greater good, though. I'll say that much, because that is humanitarian energy. That house 11, house 6, very, very into their health, right? Very active in terms of their health and their wellness with that house 6 that just peeked out. I was gonna say, I didn't like to say it like this because this is a general message, but this person to some degree cares for their health, wellness, and fitness. But the dominant energy feeling like this is someone that's like really in shape, right? But it does whatever that is for their body type, their structure, and their day-to-day life. They care about their health and wellness at a minimum, okay? But we've got house 11 of friends, like-minded groups, networking. This is someone with a large network, right? Large network, very close to the family that they have, very close to the friends that they have. But they are very good at maintaining, I think I mentioned, relationships over time. They're very good at building and nurturing things. This person is very active in that sense here, very good at community and collective efforts, right? Building communities, nurturing communities, supporting communities. They're very good at those things, okay? Very key part of their life, okay? All right, let me get more. My pile 2. Tell me more about my pile 2's next crush. What's next in love for you? Let me see. Tell me more about what's going on. Like, you may meet this person in those types of settings, like community, collective efforts, right? Cultural, collective, all of the stuff like that. Group settings, okay? Tell me more about my pile. All right. Can't make it up. I said earlier, cardinal energy. Aries. Mars rules Aries. Cancer. Cardinal sign. Cardinal, this person most likely is a cardinal sign or has cardinal placements. If they do not, then this is your timeline. Cardinal signs, beginning of seasons, or they are just that active and that initiating in nature. Like, they are a self-starter. They start other people, they start situations, they get things going, okay? But be bold and make the first move. So some of you may have to be bold and make the first move, or this will be someone you make the first move with, regardless of their energy. I do see also this person being very active, and in most instances they will be bold and just go for it when they see you, okay? But again, I want to remind you, I said earlier, the cardinal signs are Aries, they are Cancer, they are Libra, and then they are Capricorn. That's the order they happen throughout the year. So that way you know, right? And it's the beginning of literally each season, okay? So yeah, I mean, cardinal energy. Because of so much cardinal energy, I did a non-love reading. Y'all know I love those of you that know me, but I did a non-love reading, and actually I realized that house 11 has birds, right? So I did a spirit animal bird reading, and I think this card came out in one of the piles. I think it came out in the cardinal pile, and I didn't catch it until I was editing, so I didn't say it in camera, but maybe you want that cardinal pile. I have 2 of them. One I did in the spring, one I did in the fall. So maybe those are the seasons that are relevant to you, whether we talk about whether we talk about current energy, real time as I upload, or in the future, right? Because you all will find this when it serves you, right? Regardless of now or later at some other point. But maybe go watch that cardinal sign reading, cardinal bird reading, that way. Guys, I can't make it up. Look at what's in my hand. New moon in Aries. Oh my gosh, it's time to take action. So be bold and make the first move. I'm like scaring myself. What's happening? Okay, I really am scaring myself a little bit. What is this? Cardinal moon, new moon in Aries. So some of you will be spring, right? Aries is the beginning of spring. very clear, okay, very prominently. In real time, like if whether it's not real time for me, real time for you, right? But again, all of the signs: Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. But be bold and make the first move. It's time to take action. I mean, you got full moon in Virgo, which is you are good enough, which that will happen during look at me, I can't even think. You can tell I'm like still thinking about this Aries energy. A full moon in Virgo happens during Pisces season. Okay. So it could very well be Pisces season for you. Okay. But you are good enough. So this person, very confident, very self-assured. When I was looking at this house 11, I mentioned this house 6, Virgo energy is very prominent as well. So I mentioned all of the aspects of Virgo energy, which is health, it is wellness, right? It is acts of service, which aligns with this community energy of the 11, house 11, right? Again, very, very self-assured, very confident person, someone that is very comfortable in their identity, because all of this Aries energy, again, first house of self, I, me, right? This person's very strong personality, very strong in who they are, okay? There is no shifting their perspective of themselves, okay? Wow, this is a crazy pile. So let me see. Tell me more about my pile two. What is next in love for them, and what's their next crush? Like, who is their next crush? Tell me about it. All right. So, a codependency, addictions are affecting your romantic life. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So, either, again, you will make this move aggressively, or this person is going to make this move aggressively. Has to happen. Okay. I'm trying to understand the codependency element. I kind of got an advice energy immediately. So I'll just tell you what I got immediately, and then I'll try to like find how it applies to the story of the questions we're asking. Some of you have a energy of codependency. Some of you need to step into this strong self-identity energy, focusing on health, focusing on wellness and all of those things, because the person that is coming in next, right? And if you've already felt the call to do those things, to clear any codependency, a lack of self-confidence and whatnot, healing any health issues you have, is because this person is already like in peak condition, or will be at the point of you meeting them, right? Like they're on a similar journey, because they're very self-assured, possibly very hyper independent, and codependency is not going to work with this person. I think that's why Spirit gave me all of these descriptions of this person. If I gave you that and it made you intimidated, right? You are good enough, then you're being called to clear that in intimidated energy, to clear that codependency and lack of self-confidence. Okay? So that you can clearly express your love with this person once you meet them, or once you get to know each other better, and all of those things. But express your love, be bold to make the first move. Some of you will be called to take that action, or this person will be very aggressive in taking their action, very aggressive in pursuing you. So some of you will have to step out of your comfort zone and be confident in pursuing someone that you feel is better than you, or very dominant and confident and self-assured, reliant on their own. Or you'll have to get comfortable with someone very aggressively pursuing you in a way maybe you've not had. Okay, let me see what's at the bottom. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Okay, I can put this here. It's still visible. There's so much happening right now. So take back control of your life. Yeah, some of you are really called to your key message for this reading. What's next in love for you? What's your next crush? Freeing yourself, really stepping into your personal power, right? Connecting community, ancestry, connecting with health and wellness, being active with personal individual pursuits. And that will be how you meet your next crush. That will be how you find your next love connection, okay? That's what I'm getting. Like freeing yourself from codependency and just living your life as an individual. And then this person, this amazing person, right, is coming in for you to meet you where you are. Okay. I got also I got that some of you are going to be really brave and like pursue this person. Okay. Now, I mean, yeah, I did. I got like some of you are going to be really brave and pursue this person. Like, obviously, if that's what you feel called to do it. Because I got that. And it's just throwing me off as the reader because you guys are not that brave in the comments. I'm not going to lie. I'm not calling you scary, but I'm not used to you guys being this brave. But this pile is like, maybe I'll just go for this person myself. And then, again, it's always a polarity. So it's either you doing that or this person doing that. Okay. All right. So let me pull from this other deck. Tell me more about pile two's next crush. Or what is next in love for them? Also, again, the self-confidence thing, you are good enough. If you feel like those, I feel like some of you getting a desire for like this person's too good for you, possibly clinging and being codependent because you're afraid like you're going to lose this person when they come in. You got to heal that trauma because like this person is aligned with you. If they're called to you, then think about what that says about you. If you see this person in the sense that you do, like if you think so highly of this person's interested and invested in you, especially if they're very active and aggressive in their pursuit, they see something in you that you possibly don't even see in yourself. Okay. So that means some healing, right? Health and wellness, right? You are good enough, right? I'm also getting, I'm so dramatic, y'all, don't mind me. But I got, so we talk about these signs and these energy, right? You are good enough. So Virgo energy is often associated with like acts of service and overextension, like of energy, right? Like it talks about like overly like too much, being too nitpicky, attention to detail, and like again, overextending your energy, like acts of service. I feel like you may be very uncomfortable, right? Because all of this hyper independent me energy could be you as well. And you're so used to either being alone or doing everything on your own, or either pursuing or just not engaging romantically, that you may be shook by this person's interest and investment in you. Like this person I'm getting, again, a codependency may not be a shadow. It may be a person that actually is engaging with you. Like some of you may actually call this person codependent because you're so used to either detached energy or just being alone. So you may accidentally like mistake this person for codependent because you're not used to someone that is actually nurturing and giving and active and pursuing you, right? It would express your love, be bold to make the first move. It's time to take action. Like this is someone that's very, very active, okay, and engaging you romantically. So yeah. And by you getting that energy versus being the one that gives that energy may shake you up a little bit. So just be cognizant of yourself, okay? So tell me more about my pile number 2, please. What is next in love for my pile number 2? Who is their next crush? I'm not gonna lie. Some of you, I'm laughing because like, okay, all of this Aries, all of this Mars, like I heard like a god, you know what I mean? Like not in a like please, no offense to my traditional religions, like my religions where that's like blasphemy for real, like, you know, my Christians, Islam, but like, you know what I mean? Like some of the pagans like be like, oh, that's like a Greek god, you know what I mean? Like that's what I'm getting, or goddess. That's literally what I'm getting, or an African god, goddess. And I know that there are various religions on the continent of Africa. I'm just throwing things out, but just that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. Like you may think this person is a lot more than who they are actually. So just make sure that you don't get caught up in that illusion and overwhelmed. Like don't be overwhelmed by this person's energy to the point where you can't see them clearly enough to actually like engage and get to know them, okay? Let me see. Tell me more about my pile 2. What is next in love? And what is their next crush? Tell me. So I've never read this like this before. I'm like, why is this deck taking so long to talk? And this may be a very private person, y'all, because this is my Black Hollywood Romance Stars deck, which obviously House 11 is very public energy. So I feel like this is someone, and maybe they're like a loner, because there's a lot of I, me energy. Maybe they're a loner, but someone that just does not like a lot of attention, because this is like a celebrity deck, right? From like movies, okay? So I'll see what's at the bottom in a second, because I do have 2 cards, and we've got so much free energy. This is a free spirit, I'll give you that much. Especially since it feels like it makes sense, because I got a lot of strong, very mature energy. This person may be single at whatever age is mature to you, because they've just been so free, right? I, me energy, right? Focused on the self-improvement, self-development, self-growth, right? All of their accomplishments. That's what this person's been focused on. But it does say when we can be our truest selves, we are then able to freely love. That's what's going to attract this person to you. And that's what may shake you up about this person, how comfortable they are with you, right? Like how honest they are, how honest you're able to be, right? Freedom. That's what I'm getting. Okay? Like a genuine connection. So, and you've got laughter. The laughter shared between soulmates warms the spirit in a way no code ever could. I know that's not the order that it says. So, I mean, I'm not going to lie. Okay, so it could be colder, right? Coats. We talk about coats. I'm trying to like give you guys like 6 signs. Like, you know, colder seasons for some of you. And that did stand out to me. So, but freedom and laughter. This is someone you're going to be able to be so much yourself with. You're going to be so free. You're going to have so much fun. You're going to laugh at weird, silly things with. Like I get weird inside jokes, like silly jokes, okay? Make a move. Oh my gosh, it's time. The time is now. Someone is planning to take action, or it's time for you to make the move. Listen. If this is current energy, or near future incoming energy, like this person's coming in hot, or you're gonna get the urge to come in hot. Okay, like something's gonna happen. It's happening like right now. Okay, be bold to make the first move. You got express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. It's time to take action. It's time to take back control of your life. You are good enough. Make a move. The time is now. I don't know why. There's a sense of urgency here. Okay, so either you're going to feel urged to do it very, very soon, or you're going to be very surprised when someone comes in. Those of you without a crush, if you truly feel like this is your pile, you might see somebody like next week. I don't know. Like something is coming in hot for this pile. Okay? So let me close it out with this last deck. Tell me what's next in love for my pile 2. Who is their next crush? And like I said, those of you, especially those of you in the time periods that I've been laying out, definitely a confirmation that it's present energy. And when I say present, not necessarily my present, whenever you stumble upon this reading, okay? Tell me more. What are my final thoughts for my pile 2, please, in terms of what's next in love for them, as well as their crush. Who is their crush? Ooh, sensual energy. All right. We're not going to develop that because that's not this kind of a reading. But matter of fact, we don't know. Let me, I don't know. But seduction. It's like going to be like a moth to a flame for some of you. This is not a 18 plus reading. Ooh, okay. Okay, I'm going to get a third one. Let me move this. So listen, letter S could very well be relevant, but you got seduction and secret admirer. This may be I was thinking that with all of this hot energy, this may be someone that's already secretly admiring you. Juicy. I wanted to say scandalous. So some of you, Lord, it could be scandalous in nature. Please don't get yourself caught up in scandalous situations, y'all. But it's juicy, I'm not gonna lie. So you got seduction, secret admirer, someone that hasn't come forth yet. Maybe that's what it is. It's someone that's already secretly admiring you, may have been secretly admiring, especially with the 7 of Pentacles being the first card to come out. It's like someone, like it's a long time coming. Someone finally saying something that they've always wanted to say. That's crazy. Okay. Ooh, what is why? Hey, look, fall leaves. Okay, but you have let go. And I don't see that in necessarily negative sense of like releasing a connection. It could very well be, if that's resonating for some of you in one way or another, especially if you come from other readings. But let go feels like freedom, freeing yourself and going forward, whether that's this person or you. Okay, I'm gonna pull one more to clarify that let go for the collective. But I feel like letting go is a releasing inhibitions and just doing what you feel called to do. Because some of you, ooh. So while I talk about some of you pursuing this person, like going forward, and this person going forward, I feel like some of you, if this person goes forward, you may be scared. Like you may hold back because you're scared, like, oh no, let me leave this person alone. Or maybe this person has a reputation, or I'm scared. I don't know. Some of you just feel really scared of this person. If you're seeing red flags, then do not ignore that. But I just feel like some of you are intimidated. That's why you have You Are Good Enough, and that freeing yourself and letting go and just allowing yourself to experience something, especially if it's new and something you're not used to. So let me get this one more. I'll take the bottom and we'll close it out. Final thoughts for my pile number 2. Shift gears. Some of you are being called to shift gears, especially those of you with attachments. If you have attachments, you're being called to shift gears, right? And letting go, it doesn't have to be like an attachment to an actual individual or past connection. It could simply be a letting go of preconceived notions, letting go of your expectations, letting go of things that limit you, a limited perspective on life, and being very rigid and not being flexible at all, right? It could be that. Ending. And it is that, like, real time for me is October. So when they start talking about it's already about that time when we start talking about the Day of the Dead and Halloween and the skeletons and all of the things, right? I was gonna say masks, which is hilarious because deceptive is here. So something about masks could be Halloween based, deceptive, but there is an ending of some sort, a transition that is gonna happen or has happened that is creating the space for this. And that ending and that shifting of gears is truly just you being open to something much greater, right? So I'm not gonna drag this out any further. I'm gonna close it out for you now, pile 2. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching. All right, pile number 3. So let's see who's your next crush and what's next in love for you. So I just want to leave with, I do read past, present, and incoming energies. I know we're looking to lead ahead, but if what is incoming is heavily determinant of past, right, then we will see that energy come through. Just wanted to let you know that. Don't know why, just felt called to let you know. All right, pile 3. Let's talk about your next crush. What is next in love for number 3? That's 4. Why not? 4 may be a relevant number. Maybe you also are called to pile number 4, but you got 4 cards coming out together. So a clarity, right? Number 1 of blades, right? Ace of swords. It's kind of a concept-based energy. It's like that spark, like an idea. Like you may already have an idea of like who's coming in love for you. Like you may already like have a crush or a beginning of a crush, right? Like that may be for you. Doesn't have to be, but it is new energy, right? It's a brand new idea, but it's just something about almost an epiphany, like not like a dramatic one, but just a light, oh, kind of a moment, right? That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting, right? And then you've got this King of Blades, right? A realization of some sort I was getting here from this card. And then that King of Blades is someone that is certain, sure, confident, clear in what they want and their communication. Very serious energy, very studious energy, someone that likes to learn a lot, someone that likes to communicate a lot, but it's all about it's more dry messages. It's less of a passion for something so much as oh, let me understand things, right? That's kind of what I'm getting here. And then you've got that 2 of elixirs. I'm not gonna lie, so before I even look at this, this is someone that is gonna come in. You're gonna see why I'm laughing in a second. This is someone that will be very interested in things because you're interested in things. Right? Like they don't care about this stuff, but they like you, so they're interested in you, therefore they're interested in the stuff. Right? So they want to know, they want to learn, they want to study, whether they're studying you or things that you're interested in or things that you like, or something about like just wanting to understand you better and like being interested in things or wanting to like they'll ask you questions that they do not care about the answer to, just for the sake of talking to you. Like this person will ask you a gazillion questions about things they have absolutely no interest in because they are interested in you romantically. And that's hilarious. A 10 of coins. Okay. They're not doing that just because they like you. They're not doing it just because they want to date you. They're doing it because something about you, they will see a potential for a true future with you. Right? So that's them investing. That's their investment to the connection, is like, let me be engaged with pile 3 and pile three's interest because I really do value the connection and I truly see where it's headed. Like 10 of coins is a stable family, right? I see a family with this person. So let me make sure I understand them and their likes, right? Like even if I don't like it, they like it and it's important to them, therefore, right? That's the vibe of this person. I don't know why that was so strong, why that was so prominent. Maybe that will be a key indicator early stages. Like you're like, this person's BSing me. Like they do not care about this hobby of mine. Like that's nothing. Like they are not interested in these types of things. Like now they're just stringing me along. You know what I mean? Trying to like get laid because like, why are you so interested in this, knowing that you're not? I think spirit's kind of giving you like, this is the person's approach. This is what they're doing, okay? But this will be someone that is very clear, honestly, almost from the moment they see you, interact with you, or really the first true conversation they have with you, they'll know immediately like, oh, this is somebody I'm gonna be with, okay? Like 2 of elixirs into 10 of coins, like they will know after really interacting with you, this is a person I'm gonna marry, okay? I got that. Like have children with, whatever long-term forever connection means to some of you, okay? Someone very stable and prepared for that though, okay? 7 of blades. Yeah, so here's that sneaky, discreet energy of the 7 of blades. It's that cunning, very smart, very clever energy, right? Flying beneath the radar energy. In a shadow sense, it talks about like trickery, thieving, betrayal based energy. In a lighter sense, it feels like someone that knows exactly how to discreetly get things done, right? Discreetly get where they're going. This is someone that will discreetly like interact with you. I didn't mean to say those exact words, or maybe they will discreetly interact with you, but this is someone that will kind of engage you with ulterior motives. That sounds so shady, and it could very well be, but like they'll be like, oh, let me just engage pile number 3 and talk to them, right? And I mentioned like expressing interest in things that they do not care about, right? Like this is the type of person that would take a class on something they do not care about because you're in the class just to get close to you, right? That's sneaky kind of an energy. That's what I'm getting from this person, okay? Air, heavy air energy. My air signs are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, so it could be one of those signs, one of those placements, but that's kind of the vibe coming through. Very strategic in their approach to you. This is someone that's the energy. It's finally coming through. This is someone that will be very strategic in their approach to you, okay? King of Blades is masculine energy. It doesn't have to be a masculine person, but active, right? And that's very active in being strategic, right? Because like, again, in trying to be with you, like even if they're like, oh, friends or oh, colleagues or professional, like trying to get there with you, okay? So let me pull from this astrology based oracle deck. Let's keep this rolling. Tell me more about my pile number 3. What's next and left for my pile number 3? Who is their crush? Who is their next crush, please? Tell me about my pile number 3. That's too many. All right. You may have wanted to pick a different pile. Go for it. Square. A challenging situation, a mountain to climb. They see getting to know you, like when your next crush will, like, they're up for whatever challenges. They will make it a mountain to climb, whether they're making it difficult on their own or if they just have a challenge to getting to you, any type of barrier to entry or just whatever limitation they feel they have, whatever reason they're in this discreet energy, right? Very sneaky energy in time in terms of pursuing you and getting to know you and being around you. Okay. Some of you, this person may have a family, so watch it. All right. The shadow side is someone that may have something to hide. So just be cognizant of, someone having something to hide. Okay. All right. Okay, shadow side again, someone having something to hide. Lighter side is someone just deeply private, trying to move in silence, being discreet, being strategic in their approach to getting with you. All right, tell me more. But if you want another pile, that may help supplement this energy. And that may help clarify whether it's shadow or lighter sense. Some of you could be more than one person, right? House 7. Profound relationships, intimacy, and romantic partnerships. Some of you, this person has a cycle that they may not have completely closed. They may already have a commitment, may already have a connection. That's the shadow side. Some of you, it's 2 people. Some of you, you have a different pile, and that will give you clarity on whether or not this person is the light side or the shadow side. But some of you, this person is not necessarily available. They are connected to someone else, possibly legally, possibly through children, right? I get that. All right. So just be cognizant of it. Others of you, it is someone that immediately sees themselves as, okay, pile 3 is someone I'm going to be with. How do I get there? Climbing the mountain to this house 7, right? This Libra energy of partnerships, of, it does say profound relationships, intimacy, and romantic partnerships, but contracts, marriage on paper. How do I get pile 3 as my partner, my life partner, my partner on paper, right? For whatever ulterior reason, right? And I say that because some of you, again, it is 2 different people. Others of you, it is just one or the other. It's one person that maybe you might not want to be around, or it's someone that is sneaky but just hyper intellectual, analytical, and their approach to everything is to be strategic, right? That may just be their personality. Like, this person may be very good at games and puzzles and things like that. All right, Earth. Persistence, patience, practicality. Exactly. So those of you, I'm going to throw that shadow side out of the pile. If you are still here and that side is resonating, I think I'm going to step into, you just take these personality traits and these situations and still apply it to you. But I'm going to talk to the lighter side now, because Earth is grounded energy. So I talk about this person being very good at puzzles, riddles, very just intellectual, very good at just figuring things out, learning things, right? Very gifted, right? Mentally, persistence, patience, practicality. This is someone that is very grounded, okay? Very stable. Shadow sense, you already know why they're stable. Lighter sense, this is someone looking for all of those things. See, we always talk about the polarities for those of you that are new. The reason why you're all stepping into the same pile is because you have one side that is already committed, already has something grounded and stable on paper, possibly even a children, right? A family. And then you have one that's seeking those things, right? The mentality is very similar, but the approach and the motives, right? So yeah, the lighter side, this person's stepping, they realize they want love and a family. Very clearly see it here, okay? And they're willing to work and build on that. And it will be very clear that they want those things with you. And you'll notice that because they'll be very clear in their persistence, in their patience, in their practicality of being with you. Like, if this is a person that doesn't have clear plans to be with you, right? like clear plans ahead for the future, that's the red flag. Because practicality talks about, okay, what does it look like? What are our steps to getting to know each other towards marriage, right? Like what do we look like when we go to build together for real? Like if it's sneaky and in the shadows, then obviously you already know what it is, or you will know and you'll acknowledge those red flags when they come along. Okay. All right. So let me pull this other one. Let me pull this other astrology based oracle deck. I'm realizing I've got more Libra energy at the bottom of the deck, which is also seventh house. It's a sign that rules seventh house. So again, just watch the people that are already committed, right? Or possibly married on paper. Don't worry about it. Just use your discernment, because I do get a strong, heavy energy of someone coming in that wants commitment and marriage on paper for this pile. Okay. We talk about energetic alignment, right? Like that would be why, in a shadow sense, you would have people that are already committed approaching you, right? Because you're trying to, whether you're trying to or not, it just feels like you're heavily aligned. You're the type of person people see commitment with, right? Or you may be that opposite side where people don't take you seriously romantically, right? There's always a polarity. So like mind your energy as well. Not saying you're responsible for other people's actions, but just be cognizant of how people engage you and the energy that they're giving you, right? You can tell very clearly how people see you, how they respect you based on how they engage you. Okay. That's very important for this pile. So let me see. Tell me more about my pile threes. Who's their next crush? What is next in love for them? All right. Yeah. Two. Okay. And Pisces is not two, but there's two fish. There's two. Okay. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. Okay. Again, it's exactly what I said. Yes, one thing to connect with somebody, but does this connection ground in reality? Pisces rules illusions, fantasies, things that are not real. It is the 12th house, right? Of aspects of yourself that you're not seeing very clearly, situations you're not seeing very clearly. People with planets in your 12th house, when we talk about synastry, are often associated with like either hidden enemies or hidden like allies, because you can't see what those planets are doing when they're in this house, right? So it's like a blockage, right? A blind spot. So be clear and honest with yourself about the people that you're engaging romantically, because I feel like one specifically, some of you may be more than one, but one specifically may be hiding like a double life or trying to sneak around with you in an illusion fantasy based energy where it's not grounded. There are no plans for the future. It's not even a real thing. And then you have another suitor coming in that is very serious about you. That is like, okay, I have this spiritual connection. I'm very grounded in it. Pile three is someone I'm going to plan and build with. Okay. All right. Watch it though. Okay. Let me see. Tell me more about my pile number three. This is my heaviest pile so far. Goodness. All right. Tell me more about my pile number three. And it's good. Like, just so we're clear, those of you on the lighter side where it's just the one and like this is someone that's just very serious about you. Very serious about you. They may be a bit dry personality wise. Maybe a little elusive, possibly mysterious, hard to read, but they're very serious about you. And you'll know, because even though this person may not be the best communicator when it comes to their emotions, they will be very clear in their actions, right? The other one may be very good with their words or creating the illusion and like playing smoke and mirrors with their actions. But when you really pay attention to the tangible, efforts, I guess, of the connection, you'll see that it's smoke and mirrors, right? Like if this person is like whining, dining you, they're giving you nice things, but they're not like doing anything serious, right? They're hiding you, which difference between a private connection, right? They're hiding you. You can't meet their family. You can't meet their friends. Let me see what else I see. Right? Like nothing serious. Like they'll give you things, They'll do fun stuff with you, but it becomes an issue, a challenge when we start talking about actual commitment and the things that look like, right? Like 10 of coins, eventual family, eventual things, right? Is patience is one thing when we talk about building, but it's another thing when someone's constantly delaying, eluding, right? Being elusive, right? All right. I think I'm gonna open up my personal readings, and if you feel like you need one and you're watching this real time, do it before November. Just do it before November. Okay. Let me see. 2. I said 2, right? All right. Show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius. Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. Here's the thing. Those of you, I'm just going to give you more. I know I said I was going to leave that alone, but these are the people that need the most guidance. Those of you on the lighter side of the pile, please don't run off. Give me a moment to get these people together, okay? You'll realize which person, or if this person is the shadow side, when you ground yourself and really step into your true personality, right? Like, be who you actually are and see if that person actually likes you. 1, I heard that very clear. And 2, listen, show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius. Aquarius is 11th house, networking. I think I mentioned earlier, if they're hiding you, 12th house is hidden things. 11th house is community, collective, outside efforts. It's even social media. It's so outside that it's like outside on the internet too, right? If this person is not, whoever is hiding you, like hiding you, and whoever is like out, like sharing you clearly, like commitment wise, right? Not in that elusive, oh, this is my friend kind of way, but like real, like this is my partner that I'm having a family with. That's the lighter side, right? Like the very clear, no blurred lines association, especially with the Taurus energy, tangible. We talk about assets, money. We talk about assets, money, not like lighthearted gifts, not like frivolous things, things that have no value, tangible assets, right? Planning a future with you regarding those things, then you'll know where you fall, right? You'll know where you fall. Now, my lighter side of the pile. Listen, they're not just talking, they're not just feeling, right? Balance spirituality and practicality. They're climbing the mountain to commitment. So they'll have these ideas, they'll have these concepts, and you'll see them ground with practicality, right? Show the world the real you. You'll see these things begin to apply, community, collective plans, right? You'll be a part of their network, their friends, their social circles, their family, right? New moon in Taurus, prosperity lies ahead. They'll have a clear vision of how you fit into their world and how they plan to fit into yours, okay? In the future, okay? Tangible, practicality, okay? At the bottom, a fiery climax approaches. You'll find out. Don't worry about it. If you were thinking, oh, maybe I need a person, don't even worry about it. I don't want to take your money. You are fine unless you truly feel like you need it for something else, right? If you need it for something else, that's fine, but it's gonna hit. Okay, full moon in Aries. Did that happen, y'all? I don't. My sense of time is off this evening. I'm channeling and like I'm a little low on energy, so I'm not. My timeline is off, so I'm kind of like, okay, in real time, did the full moon in Aries happen? Because it is Libra season, and I can't remember. So I think it did. But yeah, something that happening, will happen, will be very clear for you. Okay. Because I'm thinking of real time, and that's my bottom of the deck. And then we have a fiery climax approaches. So something is gonna hit. You have the Ace of Blades, the One of Blades. Ace of Blades is an epiphany. I mentioned that. And I mentioned that it wasn't necessarily like a chaotic, like huge one, but it will be big enough that you can't ignore. Okay. And you'll know who is who, how, what very, very soon. I promise. Okay. You will. All right, I'm knocking over the table. Let me close this out with my love-based deck. Tell me more about my pile number 3's next crush. And I say, I feel like this is actually a pile of present energy. Like I was like, oh, what's incoming? What's incoming? A lot of you, this is present. And what I love about it, even if it feels scary for you, those of you with that shadow attachment, what's happening is, and you don't even realize, that's why you've got that Ace of Blades, that shadow attachment that you're currently invested in, you've got something new coming in. And it may actually enlighten you to it. That's why you got the polarity. That's why it's like day and night, right? You'll begin, especially if you're dating casually, especially if it's someone that's hiding you and you know you're being hidden for whatever scandalous reason or just personal reason. If you know like you're not committed to this person yet, so you're still dating, like the next person that starts dating you, you'll be like, wait, hold on, because this person does not do that. Right? Wait, hold on. I'm not used to this. And you'll start comparing notes, right? And you'll kind of lead, if you're really in tune with yourself, or maybe spirit will push you, regardless of if you're in tune with yourself, you'll begin to fade away from that other influence and step into something very, very beautiful and wholesome. Okay? I love that for you. Now, those of you where you're coming in and this is a beautiful energy with no shadow side, don't let your past trigger you, because I feel like here, like this epiphany, this awakening feels like something coming in hot and you're not really ready to take it. Okay? Interesting. Watch it though, because again, Seven of Blades in the shadow sense is someone trying to get over. Period. The end. Like they're trying to sneak off with the swords. So just watch it, okay? Some of you, this person may have a past that they're trying to hide. And it's not like sketchy, it's just that's their past. Right? Especially when we talk about things associated with House 12 energy of like addictions, of mental health, right? Some of you, it's not that this person's shady, they just have a history that is literally a history, right? And then others of you, this person is just so grounded and stable, so clear in a way that maybe you're not used to. So let me close this out with these last 3 cards. Okay, tell me, I'm taking it because I already can see one. All right, free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life and let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Okay. I just got a new energy that I'll touch before I close out the shadow. It's saying to free yourself, stop trying to control situations, right? Like stop trying to make this person be who they cannot and will not be for you. Okay? Others of you, free yourself and let go of control issues talks about that fear. So some of you, the private, I do get a private energy, not a sneaky, right, on the lighter side, like maybe discreetly, privately want to get to know somebody, and then that possibly triggering you because you have a history of 12th house energy, of that sneaky hidden energy, hidden enemies energy, and that 7 of Blades sneaky getting over thievery energy. And if you have a history of that, you listen, let that go, because don't try to control the outcome of this new incoming situation that is very stable. It's just a person that's like sure about what they want, may not be very vocal emotionally, but again, pay attention to how they move. How do they move? Right? Not what they say, how they move. Like, what's this person's plans? How is this person engaging you? Are they giving you little frivolous, promises and or gifts that mean nothing? Or are they looking ahead, right? And I say gifts because I do get a heavy like money in this pile. I do. With the 10 of coins, that earth, and Taurus. If this is something that feels very physical, sensually, without an emotional connection, because I can see that for some of you. Or this person may be buying your love, affection, right? Like, what do the gifts mean? Like, is it something that is just something that is nice without any care or thought? Like, for example, the best example, birthday gifts. This person gives you a birthday gift. Is it nice, expensive, stereotypical, what someone like you should want? Or is it something that has thought in it, right? Something that you actually would have desired, something that this person realized that you wanted because they know you and connect with you, right? Like, that's an example. Because like I keep getting this weird energy of like it mean like things that don't mean anything. Like I keep hearing it doesn't even matter, they mean nothing, right? Like almost a sense of you mean nothing, which is not true. Okay, pile 3, not true. So let me see what's at the bottom. Sorry that my like shadow side took over this pile, but they need it. Okay, worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So the reason why those of you on the lighter sense are in this pile, I'm not gonna lie. Some of you are like, yeah, this is my past, right? I'm serious. Like pile 3, some of you are like, oh, she's talking to old me, and the old you is here currently in various forms, right? Various energies. I read past, present, incoming energy. In every story, if you truly accurately select your pile, you'll be at one stage or another. And if this is your past, then it's saying don't let whatever red flags you see in this incoming person slow the progression of your connection, because this is a very stable person coming in. If you really pay attention and use your discernment, you may see attributes in past partners, but this person is not the same if you really pay attention, okay? Now again, my shadow side, you may have the 2, or you may have the old shadow that and the new coming in. Same story, okay? The worth waiting for, divine timing is at work in your love life. Don't let someone drag you along an illusion, but also don't rush something that is actually stable and tangible, okay? All right, so let me pull from this other deck. We got 2 more, we'll close it out. All right, worth waiting for. Free yourself of trying to control everything and be patient. This is worth waiting for, okay? Some of you, I'm sorry, like the TLC song, like stop chasing waterfalls. Some of you are like chasing connections and find yourself in these types of situations because of that. And if you free yourself and stop chasing that same personality or individuals of that nature, it'll come to you, okay? All right, so let me get ready to try to close this out. Tell me more about my pile 3. What did I... Spirit has a message, right? Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Now, you do have a fiery climax approaches, but you're being called for patience, which is also here in the Earth card. So patience. Why the rush? There's no need to rush divine timing. Enjoy the journey because it is worth the wait. Divine timing, worth the wait. Pull back your energy. Some of you are clinging to something that is not realistic and that does not have potential and is not going anywhere because you fear starting over or being to yourself. Let that go. Be patient. Your time is coming, okay? I promise. I promise. Literally a fiery climax approaches, for better for worse. So you're not really going to have a choice. So higher self, no matter how dark or muddy your path may be, trust the guidance of your higher self. That's that discernment that we talk about, okay? And then magnetic souls. Your sacred souls are instantly drawn towards each other. Ooh, a fiery climax approaches. I got like a little itch in my throat when I said that. Ooh, okay, something's coming for real. Okay, so like I said, some of you, you're going to meet this person while still connected to someone else, possibly a present situation or recent past situation. And you're going to have to be a little more patient because I don't know, whatever baggage you have, you seem to be rushing something that takes time to build, a mountain that needs to be climbed, right? Like, I don't know if you're rushing. I don't know what your motives are for rushing the healthy, stable connection, right? And that's another reason why you're all in the same pile, right? The healthy, stable connection seems like someone's rushing and lacks the patience, wants tomorrow, like meet someone 3 months later, be married. And then there's some of you that are in something that you're actively being strung along, right? Like you want more, but you're not going to get it in that situation at all for various reasons. Okay. Whether it's the person is connected already or just unavailable on their own. Okay. All right. So I'm trying to grab my bottom. There we go. Telepathy. Pay attention to the telepathic messages that are being sent and received at this time. You know what this person's intentions are. Okay, that could be a spiritual, like someone who actually reads your mind. Ooh, lots of energy. So positive shadow sense. You know exactly what these people, this person thinks of you. Okay, whether they realize it or not, they are very clear in their intentions towards you. Whether you overlook it or not with this Pisces illusion based energy. Okay, so pay attention to the energy this person's sending you or these people are sending you, okay? And telepathy is also very beautiful in a shadow side. Magnetic souls, like a bond, a true soul tie, like in a healthy sense, this person will know. I mentioned earlier, this person's going to be interested in things that you're interested in just because they want to get to know you and it matters to them how you feel and your likes, right? Telepathy, it's going to be like they've read your mind. So when they give you like a birthday gift or take you on a date, it's going to be things like, oh, how did you know? I didn't know. The person actually listened to you when you were talking, or they actually know you, right? They're not reading your mind. They just are really getting to know you, right? So that's going to be a telltale sign if you're on the lighter side or the shadow side of the pile, okay? All right, this is a bit exhausting. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of energies here. That's why, like, some of you have a lot of attachments, and it's a bit not not me like trying to like come for you, but it's a bit draining on me as a reader. It's a lot of personalities here. Okay, let me close this out for pile 3. Tell me more about pile number 3, please. My final thoughts. What's next in love for my pile 3? Who is their next crush? Oh, okay. It's not gonna be a risk. It's not gonna be a gamble. It's not gonna feel like any of those things. You're not gonna be like, oh, I'm rolling the dice. Nope. Not gonna feel like a risk. Not gonna feel like a gamble. I know that this says lucky in love in reverse. You're not going to feel lucky in love. It's gonna be practical. It's gonna be tangible. Now, there is that shadow side. Some of you with multiple suitors, if you make the wrong choice, you're going to feel very unlucky at the end. But that's up to you on whether or not you use your discernment, okay? But again, those of you on the lighter side, it's not luck, it's not chance, it's not a risk, it's not a gamble. Maybe some of you for the first time in your life, you're like, I'm not shooting dice. I'm stable. There's a heavy practical sense here. There's a plan, right? There's a structure. Some of you may feel like that for the first time with this person that's stepping in. But I'm also going to say, I get a cold, icy King of Blades energy here. Someone that does love, but maybe a little bit guarded. So those of you on the lighter side, those of you on the shadow side, you already know this person's got baggage. They're not available to you because whether they're physical baggage or just emotional baggage, they are not available to anybody. Okay, just let it go. Light side, this person may be discreet, private. It may seem a little sneaky, detached because they have been very unlucky in love, right? Very much so. And they may require patience and time. You'll know their intentions though, because that's how you know your discernment. Pay attention to how people treat you, interact with you, their plans for the future with you, okay? All right. This feels like my pile of people that are chasing love and really desperately want marriage, okay? You can't be chasing that like that. It's not usually working out in people's favor, okay? You can't chase marriage, I promise. You have to do stuff, position yourself, I guess, date, be open. But if you chase marriage, you may get caught up in a situation you don't want to be in, I promise. Okay, so just Patience, okay? That's a huge theme. It's on your table a lot. Like letting go of control, waiting, find some stuff, okay? Like find something to occupy your time, okay? Let me see. Give me two more for my pile of three. Pile number three. This person may have all right, that's it. That's all we know is that they've been very unfortunate in love on a lighter sense, right? On a shadow sense, they've caused a lot of unlucky in love people. They've, done a lot to people. And that may be how you know this person too. Patterns, right? Unhealthy, negative patterns, okay? Give me two more, please. That's too many. I was like, what is that? Come on, give me more. That's it. We only get to know that this person's unlucky in love. And okay, so we've got let go. Came out in a different pile. Golden moments. Okay, lighter sense. This is someone that because of their history, their unlucky history with love, they've had to do a lot of shadow work, hence the shadow, clearing, fall seasons, right? The death of a season, like that's when everything kind of dies or needs to be harvested. This person's had to do a lot of clearing and healing and self-work because they know they want. I mentioned this person being very relationship minded. This person knows what they want in their future, what they want relationship wise and family wise, and they've been clearing and prioritizing, working through past trends, patterns. I mentioned this person may have a history so that they can have those golden moments in the future. Okay. This person has a lot of baggage, and that's why they're in a pile with someone that is actively just creating baggage, it seems. Okay. Yeah. But this is someone that is working on releasing. I think I have a couple of cards that talk about releasing and being patient and waiting until they're ready, right? If this is a person that's building tangible steps, but they seem like they're dragging their feet, but there's still a real plan, a real step for step growth in a connection. They're not wasting your time or dragging when it comes in. They're preparing themselves to be ready for it, okay? But you'll have to use your discernment and pay attention to red flags and all of those things to know where you fall here, or book a personal reading, okay? Soulmates. All right, you do have a soulmate coming in regardless. I don't feel like the dominant energy is that all of you here have one person that's just shadow. I don't get that. Those of you where it's a shadow, I truly believe that you have something coming in that's going to counter that shadow and help you use your discernment. Whether you're single and dating two people, like truly dating, and you see day and night in the behavior, or if you just start disconnecting from an old attachment and then you start comparing the new connection with that previous one, right? Because some of you, the reason why it's here is because you're in it or recently passed, okay? And that's why it's like that. But you have a soulmate coming in that is worth waiting for, that will be everything that you've been seeking, okay? Because I feel like this is my one pile that truly just deeply, desperately wants a connection. And because of this, it seems like you may have had a history of being preyed on, okay? So just watch it, all right? So I am closing this out. That is all I have for you today, pile 3. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching. All right, pile 4. So let's see, who's your next crush? What's next in love for you? So I do read past, present, incoming energy, and I say that as like 3 cards threw themselves out of the deck. We're taking it because they threw themselves right out of the middle of the deck. So I think I'm going to do something that I've never done before. Was this at the bottom? 4 coins, very stable. Solid energy. All right. Queen of Blades. This is someone that's very level-headed, very grounded already. All right. Very stable, very level-headed, very grounded. Okay. When we talk about a financial sense, very stable, very practical, might even be a little bit stingy, possibly feminine in nature, doesn't need to be gender specific. But it's just someone that's very, very practical. Okay. that I'm getting. But I do have 3 cards here. And the 5 of Rods is very active, very energetic, changing energy. Like it's energy that has not grounded, has not stabilized. So very active energy in terms of not necessarily being grounded. And then you have the Death card, which is Scorpio energy. 8th house energy of transformation, of renewal, right? Of rebirth. It is sensual energy. This person I will say is very sensually attractive to most people. I don't know why that came through. But they are so in a very dry, standoffish, possibly scary way. I don't know why that came through. But it did. Okay, very grounded, no nonsense kind of an energy. Now, I do love this combination. Normally it's very scary. It could signify someone with a lot of baggage, a lot of trauma, but it is not in the sense of 5 of Rods is very active. Again, energy that hasn't taken root. This person may be the type to reinvent themselves a lot. Okay? Or has had to make a huge reinvention of themselves at some point of their life, right? With these 2 cards. And I say that because you got Hermit. Number 9. And this is a card of self-reflection, self-actualization, internal, I was going to say conflict, but this is the resolution of internal conflict. This is someone that is very, very in tune with who they are at their core as a soul, right? It's not about the physical. It's not about the stuff, even though I do get a little bit of a stingy vibe in some senses, very grounded physically, but they are ever changing internally. They are always growing, evolving, learning more about themselves and the way that they engage other people, right? Hermit is Virgo energy, 6th house energy, right? It is mundane, routine. Some people may, in some instances, see this person as boring. In other instances, they see this person as extremely intriguing with this 5 of Rods and Death. So some ways they're extremely practical and boring. In other ways they're like, wow, this person's the most interesting person on the world. Like for real, because of just that dual nature that they have. Okay. This will be someone that deeply transforms their health and wellness at any point. So whether they've been sick or dealt with illnesses, they've healed completely from them or will or is in process of doing so. Something's happening. This person, it may be something with this person's eyes. Give me something happened and now all of a sudden my eyes are burning. And I'm not even exaggerating. Like my eyes are burning. Like something is in them. So I don't know if this person has issues with their sight or if they have something like with their third eye, but like my eyes are burning. Okay. I don't know what that is. So it could be something with this person's eyes, right? Oh my gosh. I may have to pause in a second because I'm not, let me ground this energy so that it's not like affecting my personal health, but this person's like, having to, something about their health, something about their eyes specifically. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm fine now, but I've not had that happen before. I channel energy, I do step into people's energy, and I do feel like things going on with people, but I've not needed to use my psychic gifts in that sense on these public readings to the point where like my eyes just randomly start burning. That's scary. Or maybe this person has witnessed things that are very traumatic, right? For them, things that they may have had to pretend not to see, things that they may have to kind of face head on, especially in solitude, because the Hermit is energy of isolation and self-reflection. Okay. Some of you, this person may have witnessed a death that was deeply traumatic for them. I don't know why all of this is coming through. Okay. But yeah, day-to-day routine. This is a very organized, routine-based individual. Okay, they crave structure, even though they have that side that is deeply flexible and adaptive. Like they need the structure, but they are good at transforming where they're forced to with the chaos of the 5 of Rods. Okay. All right. Someone's driving and their engine's really loud, so that could be relevant. All right. Tell me more about this. So far on the table, we do have 2 major arcana energies here. We have, again, the 6th house, health and wellness, acts of service, routine, attention to detail, Virgo. And then we have Scorpio, energy of death, rebirth, transformation, 8th house, okay, of debts and inheritances, those themes as well associated with this person. They could have those placements or a placement or just embody this energy, okay? Tell me more about pile number 4's next crush. That just flew out of there. Balancing the scales, okay? Square. This came out in like 3 piles. I'm not even gonna like, right? A challenging situation, a mountain to climb. This person has dealt with some stuff, y'all, okay? They've had some hardships. They've had things, they've had to face some very painful things, traumatic things about themselves, other people, all of the stuff, okay? Tell me more. This person has always had a mountain to climb. Nothing was given to them, okay? Nothing was given to them. Very physically attractive person though with Venus. I don't know why that came through so prominently. Give and receive love, find value and see beauty. That it's kind of like because we have Scorpio and Virgo on the table, it kind of feels like this person has a very innocent look about them, but also a very dangerous at the same time, right? Like something about it, okay? But with this Venus energy, give and receive love, find value, see beauty, the planet of love, of relationships, of money, right? So this person may be very stable. I think mentioned financially, they have a lot of things. They may have inherited some things, but they're also very, something with their relationships as well, right? The way they maneuver other people. I guess I'll pull one more. Tell me more about my pile number 4's next crush, please. What's next in love with my pile number 4? Libra. So this is determined to come out. Libra energies ruled by Venus. This person may have Libra placements, may have Venus in Libra, but you have consideration, fairness, and harmony. Actually could have Venus in, since that planet's here, I don't know why I'm reading it this way, could have Venus in Libra, in Virgo, Venus in Virgo, Libra, or Scorpio. It was very important that I read it in that order because those 3 signs actually follow. So that may be time periods for you because Virgo season leads into Libra season and leads into Scorpio season. Could be a very relevant time period, okay? Someone that is very fair and balanced and commitment oriented. I don't know why I keep pulling from this deck, y'all, because I keep needing to take the bottom, but here we are, Neptune, dream and transcend. Something about this person is like not even real. Like, and I don't mean it in a negative sense. I mean it in a like, they don't seem like a real person. They've been through so much and so many things internally and externally that like they're such a well-rounded and balanced individual that to other people that have not had the same highs and lows as them, they may not seem like a real person, okay? Sextile. A combination of tension and flow. Exactly. A potential and a rewarding situation. So, there it is, if you couldn't see. Like, something about the vision too. Something about seeing things clearly. Whether we're talking about that 12th house, seeing yourself clearly, seeing other people clearly, or physical health-wise. Something about seeing people clear. Because my eyes are not burning anymore. So that was clearly a message for this pile. Okay? Whether we're talking about a physical eyes burning or something with the eyes physical health wise, or we're talking about like the mental, right? Neptune is Pisces, illusion based energies, not seeing people, situations, or even yourself clearly. Okay. So it could be physical, mental, emotional, or just relationship based. Okay. But a combination of tension and flow. This person knows when to be structured and they know when to be chaotic, okay? Like when to build a routine and when to burn it down. I'll take this. You and your loved ones are safe, new moon in Cancer. So something about family and being a caretaker. This person has very nurturing energy. Cancer is lunar energy ruled by the moon and your emotions, and it's primarily associated with the maternal bloodline. Could be things associated with that, as well as just your ancestry overall and your home and your comforts, okay? And safety. Like this person may have issues with like being grounded in safety, because people that are in this 4 of coins, clinging to things energy often had a strong energy of lack. especially in like childhood. Okay. Tell me more about my pile number 4. Who's their next crush and what's next in love for them? Oh no, I'm not taking all that. This will be someone that wants to give to you despite all of those things, okay? But I'm not taking all of those. Give me one more, please. I'll take the bottom. This may be someone that, and this will not be for all of you, hesitates on you initially, okay? I'm going to just take what I have because I keep fighting back with the deck and it wants to say what it wants to say, okay? We've got New Moon in Gemini. Communication is key and nothing will come of this situation. Luck is on your side in reverse. New Moon in Sagittarius. So here's the thing. It may seem difficult. This may not seem like someone you're really trying to engage initially. Okay? It may not seem like it. Right? There may be some type of miscommunication. You may be like, nope, this is a bad situation where luck is on your side. Maybe out of your comfort zone, right? With Sagittarius in reverse, right? Because that's a sign that rules Jupiter of expansion. It talks about 9th house of evolution and growth and expanding and learning about other cultures and all the things. Like, you may not be open to it initially. Okay. Interesting. At the bottom, what do you need to release? Like, you may have attachments that need to be cleared prior to you engaging this individual. Okay. Some of you, something about this person is like scary, right? Not necessarily just different, but scary, because we've got you and your loved ones are safe. Communication is key. Nothing will come up the situation. Some of you, something about you engaging this person will have you concerned for your safety. And I don't know what that even is. Okay. Like, you'll have the crush, you'll be very interested, and you'll be like engaged, and like maybe you'll even start dating, but you might be like, oh no, like this is dangerous. I don't know what that is all about. I have no idea where that could even be. Because right, you and your loved ones are safe. Communication is key. Nothing will come up the situation. Feeling like, right, luck is on your side. Like, you're not luck, like you're in danger. Okay. And you may feel like that, whether it's true or not, because we do have the health and mental health and wellness here on here, actually, both the whole axis. So I don't know if it's like mental, emotional, or physical, or like it's actual danger, but Spirit is saying here, you and your loved ones are safe. Communication is key. Nothing will come up the situation. So communicating your fears, desires, needs will ease whatever fear you have of unlucky energy and stuff. Okay. I don't know what that's all about, but releasing some fear, releasing some trauma, right? Tell me more about my pile number 4, please. What's next in love for them? Who is their next crush? Some of you, it's definitely a comfort zone thing because, oh, okay. All right. Okay. So here's the thing. Pile 4, before I even move on to this, I don't want to lose you. Here I have an energy of, you may need to move to be with this person, or this person may need to move to be with you, maybe a distance, because Cancer is home. Like, home is where the heart is home. Not necessarily like a physical house, but a home. Okay. Gemini is localized energy. Okay. You actually have both signs that are ruled by Mercury. And we talk about a heavy communication. So it could be phone, just communicating, having to talk a lot because physical distance possibly. But again, it's very localized energy. This is actually the Gemini Sagittarius axis. And because we have the Gemini Sagittarius axis, it talks about localized energy versus long distance energy. And long distance is in reverse. localized is close. Like some of you may have to leave your home, right, to be with this person. Like where you're from, your cultural roots, to be with this person, right? And that it won't work unless you do that, or them, okay? Others of you, it's just showing, because Sagittarius and that traveling, like, because I got a strong feeling of some of you are actually afraid to travel, okay? Travel to different places, travel to foreign places, places you're not familiar with, right? Like some of you are being called to clear that out and being open to change, okay? And not being so fixed and stuck in your routine and what you want, okay? Not what you want, but like what you think you want within your limited scope, your limited perception, okay? And then others of you, this is just saying that you're going to meet someone in a very localized routine energy. Like your next crush is going to be someone that you're just doing day to day, right? Like after you stabilize a routine, completely transform your life and your energy, your routine, you'll stumble upon someone like that, right? In a very home, localized energy versus traveling. Because some of you, I get an energy of some of you in this pile as a polarity. Some of you are very fixed in yourself. Like you're very connected to your roots, your ancestry, your home, like your physical location, like your country, city, state, whatever it is. And you only want to invest in people from that background. That's your prerogative. But some of you in that polarity are being called to step out of that. Others of you are the opposite. You're always like looking for something outside of yourself, outside of your culture, outside of your background. And you're being called to pull within and find someone more connected to your roots. Okay, you'll know where you fall because if you're in either of those extremes, because they are in fact extremes. Okay, so let me pull more. I'm glad I paused for a second and I was able to capture that energy. Tell me more about my pile number 4. Yeah, I don't need these cards. And like sometimes I know I don't need these cards. I know I don't need these cards, but it's still hilarious when the cards like show that I don't need these cards, okay? Pile 4, keep an open mind, okay? What did it say? What did it say? Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Listen, I might just stop pulling cards. I'm going to be consistent. You know what I mean? I'm not going to do you like that, but it is what it is. Keep an open mind, okay? Tell me more. Some of you are literally afraid to date out of safety. Like, you know what I mean? Like to explore other options out of literal safety. That's a trauma. That may be actually an ancestral generational trauma. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm telling you what it says, okay? Yeah, I'm definitely telling you what it says, okay? Tell me more about my pile number 4, please. Who's their next crush? What's next in love for them? Give me one more. I'll take the bottom, please. It was funny because I was like 2 more, but then I told myself I wasn't going to do 2 more. And then they were like, here's 2 more. Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. I mean, that's very clear, right? Some of you will feel an intense chemistry, 5 of Rods, Death, with someone that you're like, oh no, fixed in your ways. 4 of Coins, like I'm not doing this. It's a no for me. But like you'll be feeling that pull, okay? Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Okay? I feel like this is going to be a long-term connection for sure. What's next? The next crush, because it feels like someone you've been waiting for, something you've been wanting in a connection, but it may not come necessarily either in the vessel or in the perspective of what you thought. Like you're like, I want this kind of partner, this kind of partner, this kind of partner, and then that partner presents itself to you, but there was all these stipulations like, oh no, because what about like location? Like I didn't realize I was gonna have to move. Like, oh no, I didn't realize I was gonna have to stay here. Oh no, I didn't realize like I was gonna have to date outside of my culture. You know what I mean? Like things like that. Oh, I didn't realize I was gonna have to date back in my culture. For some of you, like, whoa, that's the energy I'm getting. right? That's interesting. I don't know that I've gotten a reading like this before. Tell me what's going on in the comments, pile 4. Okay, let me see. Tell me more about my pile number 4. What's next in love for you, please? Who is your next crush? And I've got my 2. We'll take the bottom. Well, it'll be a very... Listen, I got that from 5 of Rods. That's literally the death card is Scorpio 8th house of sensual energy. This person, like, it's going to be like you can't stop thinking of this person. Can't stop feeling a pull to this person. Right? It says sexual energy can be used to reconnect. Let your bodies release some tension and enjoy pleasure. There's so much tension with this person, but you're like, oh no, because boundaries, even though like you say, I feel like some of you are going to say boundaries, but it's not boundaries. It's a guard. It's clinging. It's being very fixed and closed-minded. Okay. That's what I'm getting. All right. Vivid dreams. Pay attention to your dreams. As the connection deepens, your dreams become more pronounced and full of answers. This will be someone you have dreams about. Honestly, this combination, I'm not developing it because I'm not, it's not that kind of reading. I don't want to flag it for YouTube, but this is a fantasy pile. This is a someone that you will be fantasizing about, maybe fantasizing about you, especially in the stages where you're like resisting, because you have free will. You can definitely say no, for sure. Like, but you'll still have a crush on this person, right? Like you'll still be wanting this person even if you never engage. Okay. All right. Accountability. I mentioned that distance and phones. Yeah. Okay. Someone needs to take accountability for their actions. It may be you, your partner, or both of you. Acknowledging the effect of your behaviors allows you to move forward. Yeah. All right. Releasing inhibitions and being accountable for yourself and what you want and who you are. Okay. This will be someone that is very, very dependable, reliable, again, accountable, routine, stable. Okay. Someone very attractive, but just different enough for you, or not what you traditionally consider to be your type or what you wanted your type to be. Right. Right. So you're saying release that so that you don't self-sabotage, because it looks like a great opportunity. That said, as the reader, if you are not ready, your limits and where you are in your journey, like don't feel super pressured to rush your development and your stage. Like if you're not ready and you feel like this is not something you're open to, then you're not open. But if you can see yourself reflecting and asking yourself why, and when you get those whys, it's not for you. If those are not worth it, then I would encourage you to kind of branch out and all of the things. Okay, so let me pull from this last deck so I can close this out and be done, you guys. All right, pile number 4, please. Who is your next crush? What is next in love for you? A lot of sensual attraction. I'm not gonna lie though. This is like a can't stop thinking about somebody in that way. Secrets. I mentioned the eyes. Something about the eyes. Okay. Okay, secrets. Tell me more about my pile number 4, please. Ironically enough, it feels like this is the type of person you've always wanted, but for whatever reason, you're just not going to let yourself have them, or are considering not letting yourself have them. That's interesting, right? Secretly dreaming, like this is your secret dream lover, but like you're afraid of this person. And again, could be whatever differences, could be cultural, could be ancestral, could be like, I don't know why. Tell me in the comments why, but there's something, right? We got friends first. You may be like, oh, I have to have the person in my life. Let me just be friends with them. Watch it with that chemistry, y'all. There's a lot of sensual chemistry. I don't know if this friends first thing will work. And here we are with complicated after I've said that, all right? Whatever the barriers are, relationship, okay? All right. the bottom, we've got proposal. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, swept away and proposal. So I feel like the majority of you, I mentioned what's next in love, right? Most of you, you're going to go for it. You're going to be open. You're going to be receptive, and it's going to be great, right? It's going to be great. Some of you may actually even move, right? New culture, new land, something like that. Some of you, it's not that serious. It's just literally just moving to be closer in proximity. Others of you, it's going to be, what's that, energy? Oh, that energy of being closed-minded enough where it's just not going to work. Which truly your prerogative is not going to work. Okay. Like, do not rush your own development. Okay. If you're not ready for anything like this, then you're not. It is what it is. But so there's some of you that are just gonna be crushing on this person and possibly secretly watching them with secrets, fantasizing, dreaming of them, because you got dreams twice, and just that fantasy of swept away and proposal, okay, and just waiting until you release it and either move on, right, or something like that. But I do get a dominant energy of working through a mountain to climb, complicated, it being a bit of a challenge, whatever the differences are, whether it's, again, distance, could be distant. Some of you could be a language barrier. Okay. All right. So I'm trying to make sure I'm not leaving anything else out. Let's see. What is next? Some of you are going to go on a really crazy adventure journey, whether we're talking about a physical one or just the journey of this relationship, and learn and grow so much about yourself and other people. And it's going to be great. Like, this will be someone you marry. Regardless of where it goes, this next crush you have, what's coming in is an opportunity to be swept away with someone that you could marry. Okay. But I do feel like this is someone that will watch you for a while. Right? Secrets, dream lover that has secretly always wanted someone just like you. Don't know why that's a thing. But apparently it would be complicated in a relationship. Okay. Very clear here. Okay. Some of you, they're going to just go for it anyway. Others of you, they may not, because this energy doesn't necessarily have to be you. It could be them as well. Right? Like your next crush is someone with this energy I've been reading, if it's not you. And it could go either way, y'all. It depends on the person, okay? So that is all I have for you today, Pile 4. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching. If you're still here, because like I channeled something, like I mentioned, like, oh, this person's really attractive and all of the things. Remember, I read a polarity. I just want to make sure that regardless of what this person does, if this energy is them, the hesitation, that attraction energy could very well be you, especially since I have a heavy feminine audience and that was the energy coming through. This person, she's just extremely attractive with secrets and dream lover. This is extremely attractive. Okay. So regardless of where they go, the attraction, the sensual energy, the fantasy is there. It's just whether they can do whatever is required. Okay. So for real this time, this is all I have for you today, Pile 4. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching.